Welcome to another Virtual Forge security cartoon. This is cross-site scripting, in short, XSS, Lesson 2. To see how this XSS attack works, we'll look at a sample web application, in this case, an online application. Of course, all communication is encrypted, and the web server is protected by a firewall. This application has two use cases. Bob is looking for a new job. He will demonstrate use case 1. He comes across an interesting company and wants to check out some job offerings. The company's web server processes Bob's request and returns a list of all current job opportunities stored in the database. Bob chooses to apply for the position of security expert. In order to make his motivation look nicer, he adds some syntax highlighting. Upon submitting the application, the server receives Bob's information and adds it to the other profiles in the HR database. And of course, Bob receives a notification that his application was stored successfully. Let's turn our attention now to the company's intranet. John is a recruiter. He will demonstrate use case 2. John periodically checks if new applicants have submitted their profile. His requests are processed by a protected server, residing in the company's DMZ. This server compiles a list of current applications and returns it to John. He is pleased to see that a new application has arrived and decides to read the details Bob did enter. While John is still wondering if Bob is the right guy for the job, Mel, the hacker, has also discovered the online application. Since all good hacking starts with analysis, Mel first checks out how the application works. Like Bob, Mel requests the current job offerings. Of course, Mel's idea of getting into the company greatly differs from Bob's. Mel knows that someone inside the HR department will read his application. Speculating that this is done with a browser, Mel enters HTML tags along with JavaScript commands instead of normal text. His goal is to launch that code on the recruiter's computer. The company's web server stores Mel's malicious application as it stored Bob's application before. Mel knows that it will take some time before his application will be read, but he's not in a hurry and has set up a special server to receive any stolen data. After a short coffee break, John is taking another opportunity to check out new applicants in the database. Unfortunately for John, the new list of applications now includes Mel's cross-site scripting attack. Since the attack itself is embedded in the field motivation, it will be launched the moment John opens the Details page. Now, Mel's script is executed as planned in John's browser. It can now start its malicious activities. It reads a confidential file on John's system and sends it off to Mel's web server. The web server has been prepared to immediately send an email to Mel with John's confidential file attached to it. Let's give you a brief summary. XSS vulnerabilities are easy to spot, easy to exploit, and have a high impact on your business security, and that makes them really dangerous. But XSS can do more than just steal files. Therefore, other Virtual Forge cartoons exist that show different kinds of XSS exploits. Thank you for your attention.